finally time to make a bumper for this thing. Or that one. How you doing? So starting off, we're going to remove whatever's left of this bumper. So for these, I wound up, we have this point that'll set the distance, this will set the height, and this will also make sure that we come to the same point on each end. These were just stock holes that were already in the frame, so I might as well utilize them. So basically everything's gonna come out to this point, and then we're gonna connect everything in here, but I want everything to come out to the same point so that way we have a symmetrical front end. I'm not a huge fan of splicing and dicing like this, but considering that we have such a womped out old bender, this will suffice just fine. We do have a plug in there on both of them, so it should weld up just fine. So this funky little thing wasn't supposed to be so funky, but I bent it wrong the first time, so I just kind of tweaked it in, out, and the other way just to make these 2 points line up. So off camera, I added this tube. I added all of these. It's more for aesthetics than anything. I wound up using cardboard to make all my templates. Doesn't look phenomenal, but grab one of my templates, shove it in there, something like that. They're gonna be on the center line of all these tubes. I put the hole here so I had access to the nut for both of these, just to make it easier. So let's tack all these in. There's gonna be a lot of forming going on while I'm tacking it just to try to make everything fit, because if you look, the angles all change throughout. So the original plan, as you can see here, was to start with something like this, and it was gonna have a nice form and fit in there. This is gonna have a nice little twist to it. Well, the more I tried to work with it, the more I realized I can't make something like that without it turning out like crap. Then I decided I'd kind of like to do something like this, and well, that took a couple times. So I don't love the way this looks, but this is kind of what I got so far, and this is probably what I'm gonna work with. So 3 days and a couple hours later, this is what we got. I got the headlight mounts tacked up. Not a huge fan of the way they look, but it's fine. I might cover something up there, but more than likely I won't, because that's more work. So while the bumper's cooking right now, I suggest we put a lift kit on this and then snag some bigger tires and put it on this. So this is gonna go right up in there somewhere. We're gonna lengthen these bolts quite a bit so it can take up the 1.5 inch slop that this is gonna be bringing into it. Come on. Oh, see? That wasn't so bad. So due to fitment issues, we have to put the spring compressors back on because this little fella is supposed to slide over there and then slide into here. So we got to tighten this whole hog up. Hopefully get enough room to get this on there, which shouldn't be an issue. Oh, yeah. Ooh. Bingo. Then we get to this point where I got to basically push that down and shove this in with everything I got, bolt everything back up, and then we got a rear end lift kit. And this is what you wind up with. I only went an inch on this just because 1.5 inches, well, it was hard enough getting that spring in as is, so uno inchero for this one. So I got it all mounted up. Everything fits great. There's a tiny issue over here. It don't fit. This doesn't line up. That doesn't line up. Okay, next problem. We have a gaping gap right here. So, ratchet strap, yeet, 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 yeet. Oh. Ta-da. Looks awful. That's all right. I got the lights all wired up. Radiator don't fit. I'm gonna have to cut these guys to make that fit. I don't even know why it doesn't fit because it fit before, but it don't now, just like the rest of the bumper. Ranger wheels don't fit. Ground this down, still don't fit. Put a wheel spacer on it, still don't fit. So now we're gonna add this guy, get rid of this guy, and if it don't fit, we're gonna put all these guys on it. So these don't fit on there because of this thing. And I need this jack to jack up the rear. Don't try this at home, but this is what we're doing with this side and this side. Whatever, we're just gonna send it. Oh, shit. Okay, you know what? I got my jack, that's all that matters. So even with that 1 inch lift on the rear, it was still really tight, so I went to Pound Town with the cutoff wheel on it, and well, this is what we got. Now she's basically done, and like most things, I got bored of working on it, so it's been sitting here for quite some time. Now we could play some B-roll with some bopping music like everybody else does. Or we could see what kind of a beating this thing can actually take. I'm late for work, and I need a latte. No, she's not without her problems. The power steering pump sounds like my ex-girlfriend. Always whining. And it's not the smoothest driving vehicle on the highway. Fifth gear doesn't really work anymore. Ah! But she ain't never left me stranded. But luckily, I stayed calm, cool, and collected. So she's proven that she's sturdy, but is she capable? Come on, chase! Got it. Hey, stay there! Good thing it listens. Hey, it's running great now. Ow! Oh no, why'd you turn it? Oh, didn't see that either. If I stopped buying those cheap Walmart batteries, we wouldn't have this problem. It's fine.
Flex Seal? Duct tape. Nice.
That's nice.
Hey! Why is there more oil coming out? What the heck? Stop! Stop it! And Bushwhacker makes fenders for this. No! Stop! Maybe I should have put the sock in that one. How you doing?
No fuel, no seatbelt, key, doors, airbag, engine, traction control, four-wheel drive, full tank of gas.
Oh, that poor sock.
That's not the worst thing in the sock scene.
Keep coming. Alright, start bringing her up a little bit.
I'd say that's pretty good.
This motion doesn't seem as natural as I thought it would. Oh! So I just thought I'd take a look at the suspension after that hard hit. Their side looks good. Nice and tight. Yeah. Looks good to me. Smokey would be pissed. Soft landing is what I'm talking about. What's that Miley Cyrus song?
Came in like a wrecking ball.
Yeah! No, that's not it. Thanks.
It landed on the car.
Oh yeah? Where else am I gonna land? I try my best. Didn't see the deck. Think Allstate covers this? My pant! No! Dang it! My trim! Did I hit the house? Go team! Well, that's a bit of a problem. Now sometimes when you're out on the trail, you need to weld something. You need a small inverter. There we go.
It's on fire.
Got her. Going good.
It's on fire.
Oh, shit. There's a link in the description. Are you ready, kids?
Yeah!
But as you can see, it's a little harder to do than it is to do. You're probably curious how I got in this predicament. I need medical attention! Well, the forklift got stuck about 50,000 times. The forklift got stuck, the car wouldn't move, the car wouldn't start, the battery was dead.
I shit my pants.
And the car has no power. But I survived.
As you're talking, you can move your...
You wouldn't believe what I just went through.